chalk and notch Rivy blouse, they said. Oh, yeah, we love chalk and notch. We love the fringe dress. Hello. My name's Sam and welcome to my channel, So Let's Sparkle with Sam. And today is reveal day. So it is May the 12th when you're watching this video. By the great powers of editing. And it is our reveal day for our blue threads for ME, organised by the lovely Lisbeth from Lisbeth Makes and at Tuesday Child Fabrics. So I was going to say my last vlog, but I've actually been doing a lot of vlogs recently. But in our last Turning Blue vlog, so I did an introduction vlog about our collaboration. When I'm talking about us, I'm talking about me, Catherine from Soverton Makery, and the lovely Rachel from the French Seams. So we are really good pals and we get together in September to do Sew Phoenix September, a challenge run by the group of us. And we just thought, hey, September's a long time away. How about doing something else, a little collaboration together? And so we decided to collaborate with the challenge Blue Threads for ME. Because, you know, it's always nice to do something that raises awareness. And yeah, so on my last video, I did get lots of questions about what is ME. And it is sometimes referred to as chronic fatigue syndrome. There is lots and lots of information about it over on Lisbeth Makes Instagram page. So if you would like to educate yourself and you would like to know more, please go and pop over there. And Lisbeth, I'm sure, will happily answer any questions. But let's talk about the challenge, the sewing challenge. So today is reveal day. It is the 12th of May and the challenge is over on Instagram. And if you have made something with blue thread, in fact, it can be blue yarn, blue wool, knitting, crochet, sewing, anything goes, then you can pop it over on Instagram today. Don't forget to tag Lisbeth in. And yes, and then you can be entered in for a prize. But we decided, us So Phoenix gang decided that we would do something a little bit different. And we wanted to make the same thing, but in different fabrics. So we've all chosen our favourite blue fabric and we've all made the Rivy blouse. So as you can see, I am wearing my Rivy blouse. The fabric that I chose is a gorgeous fabric from the Fabric Obsession, which I bought on their open day. I knew straight away as soon as I saw it that it was going to be the Rivy blouse. I just love the way that it's got stripes and the floral and blue and the black and the white, and yeah, and it just feels like a really strong, crisp shirt. I've made the long sleeve version with the cuffs and I've got the little two shiny buttons on the cuffs, which I absolutely love. And then I've gone for matte buttons across the front. So, you know, it can be work and party at the same time. I can't wait to make another one. I've really enjoyed making this Rivy, but let me tell you a little something about the pattern. So the Rivy is an oversized woven button-up blouse, and I'll talk about the sizing in a minute. And also it is a dress as well. And I urge you to go over and see my friend Lynn, So Lindy Lou, because she has made a Rivy dress to die for. It is amazing. And I've seen it in real life and it is absolutely fantastic. But we've all made the blouses with dropped arm, and the garment is finished with French seams. Yeah, I love the finish of it actually. I really love the finish. It's beautiful inside and out. There are seam lines on the bodice and back yoke to allow for playing with stripe direction, which you can see. View A is a blouse, view B is a dress, and there are two sleeve options for full length or short sleeve with cuffs. Both views include optional side splits. Now, I didn't put the side splits in my, even though I've gone for the long sleeve, long blouse, I haven't gone for the side splits because I don't really have much in the way of hips. And I find that when I have bought shirts with side splits in the past, they kind of get in my way when I want to like tuck in and pull out my shirt. I don't need them for my body shape. So for me, it wasn't something that I wanted to add. So let's talk a little bit about sizing. So the chalk and notch size chart goes from sizes 0 to 30. So in inches, that's a high bust of 30 inches to a high bust of 54 inches, and a full bust in the CD cup, which is the one that I went for, a full bust of 34 inches to 58 inches, a waist of 25 inches to 49 inches, apologies, and hips of 35 to 59 inches. So a lovely size inclusive pattern from Chalk and Notch once again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to slot in a little bit of footage of from the time that we decided that we were going to make the Rivy blouse. Do the Chalk and Notch Rivy blouse, they said. Oh yeah, we love Chalk and Notch, we love the fringe dress. Let's do the Rivy blouse, that will be fun. 4 pages to cut out, 4 pages. 4 pages of pattern pieces to cut out. Good morning, lovely ones. I would like to apologise to you all for the things that I said when I was tired and hungry. Yes, I do apologise. So I've now ironed all of my fabric. I've ironed all of my cutout pattern pieces, which wasn't too bad actually, because when I realised that I wasn't doing the dress, I was just doing the blouse. It was all very manageable. I remembered to cut the CD cup because I'm doing the CD cup. That's what I always do for Chalk and Notch. And now all I have to do is put my pattern pieces on and cut out. So shouldn't be any problem at all, should it? Hello there, my name's Sam and I have been cutting out the Rivy blouse pattern for about 78 years. No, I'm kidding. This does take a really long time to do. It does take a really long time to do because you have to concentrate. You have to cut on the flat. You have to think about where all of your direction of print is, where your stripes are, where your pattern pieces are going. It's not one for the faint-hearted. And if you've never kind of pattern matched or anything like that before, I would suggest that you take your time and read the instructions really carefully. But the instructions are there and they are useful. So the other thing that I suggest that you do is grab yourself some stickers, and on every piece I've written the pattern number, the piece name, and whether it's the left or right one. And hopefully that will help future Sam not get in a pickle. Right, it's Wednesday night again, so I'm waiting for Rachel and Catherine to come on to the Zoom so we can carry on with our Rivy blouses. So I've done a little bit since last time. I have done my long sleeve placket and pleated and put the cuffs on. I haven't quite finished the cuffs, but they're on. I've done that on both sleeves, and then I have again done the collar and the collar stand, but I haven't finished the collar. And then yeah, it's looking kind of like a shirt. I've done the very first try on and the fit looks really good. So yeah, so I've got 2 hours I think tonight of sewing time. No, not 2 hours tonight, an hour and a half. So yeah, let's see how much we get done. Now, I know I joke about the amount of time it took to cut all the pattern pieces and the number of pattern pieces and the very long time it took me to cut all the pieces out. But I don't want you to think for 1 second that this is not a wonderful pattern and that I don't love it, because I absolutely do. And I think this is a sign of a really good pattern. Yes, it challenges you. Yeah, you know, it does take a long time to cut out, but it completely holds your hand. The instructions are so good and so thorough that there wasn't at any point where I didn't know what I was doing or I wasn't sure what I was doing. Did it take time? Yes. Was it an effort? Absolutely. Was it worth it? Oh my goodness, yes. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So yeah, and the actual sewing instructions were fantastic. And to be honest, I know I joked. I know I joked about, it was, I think I was having a bad day, if I'm totally honest, and I was tired and I was hungry. But once we got going, once it was all cut out and once it was all sorted, it actually sewed up really quickly. And I was surprised by how quickly it sewed up. So I will not worry about making another one. Yeah, it was a really fun make. Now, the funnest part about the whole project is that me, Rachel and the lovely Catherine got together in between. So yeah, we kind of picked a night. Wednesday night was Rivy night, and yeah, we managed to get together on Zoom, and that was when we got to talk about the pattern and sew up the pattern together. And I think that that's another reason why I really enjoyed sewing it, because what's better than sewing with friends? Nothing really. One of the downsides was that I couldn't sew it up in my social sparkle sessions, because then of course everyone would have seen it. So and then there wouldn't have been much surprise, and I'm not very good at keeping surprises anyway, so I wanted to at least keep the surprise from some people. But yeah, it was really good fun. So I do want to say a great big thank you, as always, to the lovely Rachel and the lovely Catherine. Thank you so much. Do you know what? When we come up with these ideas, I think the Rivy was actually Catherine's idea. And then the idea of doing it for the challenge was my idea. And also, Rachel is always up for kind of sewing a shirt. So, and it's just always lovely to have that kind of, girls sewing gang that we can chat together about sewing, and we all get really excited. There's not that many situations where you get to do that. So I truly am really grateful to both of them. I love them very much. And yeah, thank you. So now it's time to get a little bit serious. And yeah, so today I'm going to pop it up on Instagram. I'm going to pop my entry. This is my official entry into Instagram. I may have one more entry. I have got another blue fabric that I did show you that I think is going to be made into something else. Whether it will be finished in time for Tuesday or not is another matter. But I am going to pop this one up as my entry. I'm going to make a donation to Lisbeth's Just Giving page, and I'll pop that link down below if you would like to give a donation too. And yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed our videos about sewing with blue threads for ME, and I hope that you like my Rivy blouse. Don't forget to go and check out Rachel and Catherine's video, because I have had a sneak peek of both of their Rivies and they are spectacular. I just love the way that we've made this one pattern, one pattern in different fabrics, and actually, despite the different fabrics, they look like different shirts. And I'm really, really pleased about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed hearing all about my Rivy. You take care. Don't forget to sparkle, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.